Welcome to Moms of the Loop podcast, hosted by and recorded for St. Louis moms. Grab your laundry basket, kick your feet up for nap time, or head out the door for pickup and spend a little time catching up with your favorite St. Louis moms. Hosted by a fellow St. Louis mom, Rebecca Coast, let's dive into our discussion today.
Hello, St. Louis moms. I am Trina Harger. I am the podcast manager for the Moms of the Loop podcast. I am here filling in while Rebecca is on maternity leave with her sweet little baby. So I'm so excited for today's episode. We are going to talk about all the fun Halloween things with Kristi Denner, who is our sales director for St. Louis Moms. So welcome, Kristi.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes. So before we get started, I would love for you to just take some time to share your story, your life in St. Louis. Tell us a little bit more about you so that our listeners can get to know you.
Yeah. So I am a transplant. My husband Dan and I moved here 12 years ago now. So it's gone by really quickly. We are a family of 6 now. We have 4 boys, and they're all my son. I say that's my 4 sons. They're all SON names. So we got 4 boys between the ages of 10 and 5 months almost. So very busy. My husband moved here for his job, and his family is here. So we have some family here. My family's from Illinois, and yeah. So the rest is history. We've planted our roots here, and we're happy, with our community here.
Yeah, awesome. I also forgot to introduce. We have a special little guest with us. Kristi brought her 5-month-old boy. His name is Dawson. So if you hear his little coos and sweet noises in the back, that's who it is.
He's such a good baby.
Aw. So tell me about some of your favorite spots in St. Louis.
Oh, gosh. There's so many. So we're out in West County, and we live in Wildwood. Some of our favorites out that way, Playground, Wildwood Community Park is amazing. It has such a outdoorsy, woodsy feel. There's even a creek there and some paths you can walk. It's also a great place for pictures. We've had family pictures done there. They have a beautiful bridge that we've done there. I love the Wolf, which is like a coffee spot. I think it's actually in Baldwin. Just a great vibe there. And I know there's a lot of emos fans in St. Louis. We're not huge emos people, unfortunately, but we love Dewey's. That's our go-to.
I love
place.
Dewey's.
That's just our favorite pizza. So
yeah,
that's kind of a Friday night thing that we'll do often.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Any favorite? Okay, so you said the park. You like to take your boys to the park. Did they have any other favorite spots?
Another park, actually, we're big park people, is Chesterfield Park, Central Park. There's another walking path and water and just beautiful scenery there and stuff for kids to do. We really like the zoo too, where my family has been members there. So we like to do things there throughout the year. And it's actually really fun in the fall because fall and winter, there's so much to do at the zoo when it's not blazing hot.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I get you on that. Okay, so we're going to talk about fun St. Louis Halloween festivities. But first off, I want to ask you, okay, so it's Halloween Day. What are some of the things that you guys do as a family, traditions on Halloween Day itself?
So we do a lot of just basic things. Most of it's in the evening. Obviously, for trick-or-treating, we have been in a neighborhood where trick-or-treating was all over. There's kids everywhere. We just moved. So now we're creating new traditions.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not in an area now where we have really close neighbors. But typically we do chili. We make just fun, cookies and things like that are Halloween themed. We're really low key.
Yes.
And I like to keep it that way because I find that if I do all these big extravagant things, it stresses me out a little bit. And I just, we just love being together. And so we like to have a fire, outside and do marshmallows and just try to be outside as much as we can.
Yeah.
Chili, s'mores. things like that.
Yes. I also, like, I make a pot of chili.
Yeah.
Like on
It
Halloween.
just fits.
It does.
It feels like, it's like football, or, it's like when you're having, I don't know, it just makes sense. It just goes together.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love it. So another question I have is, have you always loved Halloween growing up, or like, are you like being a mom? Does it make you like a little bit more into it? Like,
yeah, that's a really funny question because I never celebrated Halloween growing up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I have a whole new experience of Halloween now that I have kids.
Yeah.
And neither one is like, bad or better. It's just different. But growing up, we had things at our church. We had like harvest parties. So we had like celebrations, but I never trick-or-treated. I grew up like on a farm where like my nearest neighbor was my grandma, who was a mile away. So there was no like trick-or-treating or anything. I never trick-or-treated, never really dressed up. So now as a mom, my husband obviously had a different experience. So as a mom, now we do a lot more things. And there's so many things to do in St. Louis that it's like, you have to do them, right? It's so fun.
Right.
So yeah, it's been really fun to be able to experience Halloween in a whole new way as a mom. And my kids love trick-or-treating. We do it every year. We do the trunk or treats, and the dressing up and things like that. So it's been really fun.
Yeah. So I actually, very similar. Like, I think when I was a kid, I did trick-or-treating and stuff. But then, like, teenage years into my 20s, was not into, like, dressing up and, like, all the parties and stuff like that. But now that I'm a mom, I'm like, it's just so fun, right? Like, picking out cute costumes for the kids and, like, just creating fun for them. Like, it's just, like you said, it's just, like, a new experience as a mom, and I love it. Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
Something else that we do too is, not every year, but I have done this a few times, is like kind of some Halloween themed like STEM activities. So one of them is like a spooky ghost. Like, you could totally do this at home. Anybody could do this, but you basically use a water bottle and you use the like baking soda and vinegar kind of thing.
Yes, I did that the other day.
You make a face on a white balloon of like a ghost with a Sharpie, and you put it on the top, and you see how it like fills up the balloon. So it's like boo,
Yeah.
And then we've done similar things with Ziploc bags, and you like color it like a jack-o'-lantern, orange and black, and then same thing, you like do that same type of experiment. And all of a sudden it pops open.
Yeah,
so it's like pumping. I can't say it. It's like popping pumpkins.
Yes.
And blowing up balloons. So it's fun.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Okay. So I have some like rapid fire questions.
Okay.
For you. Okay.
Yep.
So do you let your kids pick out the costumes, or do you pick the costumes?
They pick them out, but I try to steer them.
Yeah.
Or steer them away from something.
Yeah.
My favorite thing, though, is we have so many in the basement, like just things that like outfits people have given us over the years. We have hand-me-downs, lovely friends that have like, my boys are grown. Here, you can have these for your boys. I'm like, thank you. Aww. So we've had some years I'm like, go down and pick one.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. And then we've had other years where like, my son wanted to be something from like a show that he watched, and so it's like, then we have to find that specific one. But it just depends on the year.
Okay, you kind of already answered this, but like family theme or just individual costumes?
I wish we were the family theme, but we are not.
Yeah, I mean, I love it.
It's so cute when people do that.
You family theme people out there, we love you.
Yeah. We did it 1 year. I take that back. We did it 1 year only because by chance I happened to come upon like pirate costumes for everybody.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
But every other time it's just random.
Yeah. Okay, so you kind of talked a little bit about this. Trunk or treats, or like the classic walk around, ring the doorbell around the neighborhood?
I like the classic.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a little bit more like engagement with like your neighbors, or just in the community. It just feels more community. I don't know.
Yes.
Rather than like my kids running around trying to get as much candy as they can and not I don't know. They don't engage as much with the people at a trunk or treat as when they go to their house.
But like trunk or treat, like I can see how it's like, it's fun because of all the decorations, right?
Oh,
Some
yeah.
people get so into like,
It's amazing.
yeah, it is amazing. I know. And again, I applaud you people out there, you trunk or treaters and you family themers. We love you.
Oh my gosh. We whenever we go to a trunk or treat, we just show up, we don't, or like provide some candy. We don't usually do the trunks. We did once and it was not, very good. It's just not my gift. It's not my gift.
Yeah. That's totally fine. Yeah.
Yep. So we just like to show up. But we do those. We like to go to a couple of those a year.
Yeah. Okay. So any like Halloween events around the city? Like I know you have young kids right now.
We love the Boo at the Zoo.
Boo at the Zoo.
I just love
love it. Yeah.
And like in October, it's just it's awesome. You go see all these, fall decorations. It's not scary, which I like. It's just a fun theme, like fall theme. So, and it's, scarecrows and things like that. So it's not like anyone's going to get scared. And I like that because it fits all of our family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's nice to just walk around and it's nice to be a little cool and crisp, in the evenings and be there at dark, versus during the day seeing animals.
Yeah.
Don't plan on seeing a bunch of animals when you're there just because it's dark. But you're there for other things. It's fun.
Yeah. I remember we went a couple years ago and I was amazed by the smoke bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I walked by and there's just this bubble and I popped it and a bunch of smoke came out.
I know.
I was like, how does that
It's so
work?
fun. So fun. And I think the kids get like a goodie bag or something, but it's not like trick-or-treating. It's not a candy event necessarily.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The people at the zoo, they do a good job of making it like magical for
They
the
really
kids,
do.
Oh,
We're so lucky.
we are lucky. We are lucky.
There's so much to do, though. We have gone to Union Station. They have some fun things where that one's you dress up, and you walk through actually like train cars, and each one is like a different theme, and it's really fun. So we've done that a few times.
Yeah, and I think what is it? Is it Tees Farm?
Tees Farm, yes.
Oh, Tees Farm. They have is it
Pumpkin Land?
Yes.
That's our go-to.
Yeah.
That's our favorite place to go for pumpkins. And Pumpkin Land is all throughout October. They transform it into Pumpkin Land. It's just like a playground for kids that's all like straw and hay and all these like fun slides. And I mean, there's so much, and it's for all ages. So it's fun to be able to do that and get your pumpkin. And they have like really a cute little store in there too that you can buy local products and
Yeah, and what is it? Six Flags? Don't they do something? I mean,
we've never done it, but that's like on our list. That's on our list of things to do.
Yeah.
My son is 10, and he's been wanting to go, and it's called Fright Fest, I think.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to figure out how to do all that. But they do that, and I think Grant's Farm. I've never done the Grant's Farm. I can't remember what it's called in the evening, but they have something for Halloween as well.
Yeah.
Similar to like the zoo where you're just experiencing a different, part of it in the evening.
Yeah.
It's all decorated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then of course there's like fun things like, apple picking, pumpkin picking, things that happen around this time.
Yep.
That's so fun. Okay. Let's see. So let's talk about the jokes.
The jokes.
Right. So
it's such a thing.
It is such a
thing. Yeah. So we're transplants. And when we moved, we went like our first time going around for trick-or-treating. And I can't remember what my son was. He was probably like Spider-Man or something. But like everyone starts asking for your joke. And he was like super confused. He looks at me. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it was just, we were like deer in headlights. So if you're new to St. Louis, when you go trick-or-treating, it's just what we do here. You have to tell a joke, and that's how you get your candy. It's kind of an exchange.
Yes. You have to work for it.
You have to work for it. And I don't know, like, if any other cities do that, but where I was before in Illinois, we did not. So that was new to us.
Yeah.
So you pretty much just need to have like your one joke. Like every kid, just like pick one joke so that they can just repeat it at every house.
Right. And so so when you get trick-or-treaters, do you make them say a joke?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
I never had to do that. But if a lot of times we'll just offer it,
Yeah.
you know. So if they offer it, great. If they don't, great.
Yeah. I will say there was one year we hung out with some friends and they were like really into it. Like bonfire on the front porch. Kids would come and they'd be like, all right, tell me your joke. And it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was like just really a cute way to like, I don't know, get to know the little kids and everything. And we got a kick out of it because then you're like kind of rating the jokes. Like, okay, how funny is it really?
Yeah, and you're building like your own joke repertoire, you know, as you like hear everyone else bring their jokes. It's so fun. It is fun. I like it now. At first I was like, oh, this is so annoying.
Yeah.
One more thing I have to prepare and help my kid do. But no, it's fun now.
Yeah. All right, Kristi, thank you so much for taking time to talk about Halloween.
Absolutely. This is fun. It's so fun.
So fun. Okay, so we're going to close out in true St. Louis fashion. We are going to close out the episode with a joke. So here's my joke for you.
Okay.
What do skeletons say to each other before eating?
I don't know. Tell me.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
It's so funny.
Rebecca would love that one.
Yeah. It's so funny how they're like dad jokes.
Right?
I
love dad jokes.
I love dad jokes too. And it's so cute. Okay. All right.
What makes a dad joke though versus a regular joke?
I think like maybe a little bit of innocence and cheese, like a little cheesiness.
Extra cheese. Yeah. So funny.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Kristi.
You ready for my joke?
Yes. Hit me with your joke.
This is kind of a St. Louis joke.
Okay.
So if you're from St. Louis, you'll probably get this. If you're not, you may not. So you may need to explain it. But okay, so why is Interstate 64 so stinky?
Why?
Because it's farty.
Okay, love it. I love it.
Oh my gosh. If you're not from St. Louis, so we have Interstate 64, which is also Highway 40. And people in St. Louis typically call it 40. I moved here and called it 64 mostly. And also people, I don't know why, there's just kind of the way they say it is farty.
Yeah, right.
That's a good one.
Okay, well, St. Louis moms, we got some jokes for your kids for Halloween.
So much fun stuff. And I know we only touched on a few things, but there's like so much to do in St. Louis. It's incredible how much you could do. You could fill your whole October. Yes, you really could. Check out St. Louis Mom's Fall Guide. They have everything. Yes. We will link that in the notes for sure. All right. Well, St. Louis moms, we will see you for our next episode.
Thanks for listening to Moms of the Lou. We hope it encouraged you and put a pep in your step and helped you get to know our community a little bit better. Be sure to find us on Instagram, st.louis_mom. You can find us on Facebook, St. Louis Mom. You can find us on our website, www.stlouismom.com. In case nobody else tells you today, you're a great mom and you're doing a great job. Chat with you next time.